millimeter readings. Yeah, look around. It's a Renaissance festival. One bucket of green body paint. This would be a science fiction convention. Oh, you laugh, but I tell you what, you haven't lived till you've stood on a Renaissance stage, looked out and found that your back row is full of Klingons. Or what was worse is I once had a front row full of Doctors Who. 11 of them. Yes, no, they were really annoying. They kept yelling out, look, we're in chronological order. 5 of them wouldn't quit playing with their sonic screwdrivers. And I'll tell you what, when you don't know what they are, it's really disturbing when they light up and buzz. Only thing that was going through my head is, good Lord, do that in the privacy of your own home. I'm way off the track, right? Welcome to Short Attention Span Theater. I guess this is the show that asks the question, how many kids with ADD does it take to change a light bulb? We're trying bikes! What? I see that look every weekend. Mom, he's one of us. I can get back on track, really, I can. Ransom Homeo has more lines than I know some of them. Now that's spoken like a theater major. All right. Ransom Homeo, is the teeth that Juliet is the Jun. Arise, Sir Fun, moon that envious maid. Well, that's one way to get her attention. Pressed ham on glass. See how she keens a leak on her band. Oh, to be a hove upon that gland. Whoa. I never knew what to do with my hands after that one. I should run for president. We could make America grope again. Too late. All right, we're gonna hump it, Jen. Well, truthful bullion, she's got some famous farts too. Now, she's standing on her stalcony, she's hinking hard, her nimsy flighty is brapping in the fleas, which is what comes from all that breaking wind by yonder lights. She doesn't know that a little trub, that would be Ransom Homeo, he is out baiting in her whooshes. And he's not catching anything. So she books out from her balcony, she says, Morio, where or fart thou Morio? A nose by any other rein would swell his meat. www.naughtyjuliet.com. She says, Fenai thy dollar, swore fair my father. Okay, basically what she's saying, Ransom Homeo, you had a different dame or a different damsel, we could get together and pants the dokey hokey. Well, wrong you. Wrong Yomeo, word her herds. He banged from her sprushes. He yells out, I shall wait for you, thy turd. She says, Papa Betsy, who's biting in my bushes? You should get a cheeky pop soda pissed determined you pissed in your luster. You heed my loss, or I shall cop the calls. But then he leapt into the stite, she flew his nace, and he bind up her balcony. Yeah, there's a euphemism for you. When I was a teenager, we called it storming the Bastille. Vive la France. I see London. Anyway, they took leap into each other's thighs, and he list her tender tips. Both of them. Hey, there's 2 there. No, under the fuzz. Oh. Hey, no! They sucked face! Let's take a little pause right here. In fact, I'm going to use this excuse to get a little drink. If you've seen my shows before, you know that there are landmines in just about every story I do, yes? All right. There's certain works of literature that one does not touch. It's spoonerism. First of all, I believe the class already knows about Robin Hood, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't I do Robin Hood? Anyone, everyone?
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck, very good. Oh, new kid. Friar Tuck is merely the bip of the ice turd. Just in the story of Robin Hood alone, we also have snuck up in the forest, locked up in the castle, busy for a while. Moving along. We don't do Tom Sawyer. Who's got it? Anyone? Tom Sawyer? Tom Sawyer? You know why I don't do it? Yell it out. Huck Finn. Huck Finn. Excellent. 10 points for Gryffindor. What? I have a really good idea of who it is who comes to see me. People who have actually read books. Good! I'm glad, because that was meant as a compliment. You even know how to read. That's good. We need to get more people out there who know how to read. Okay, show's over. Would you believe I actually once made that comment and the entire audience got mad at me? Yeah. We have not! It really explains a lot about Texas.
Really now?
And the next line I hear coming out of the audience, we saw the movies! Yeah, disappointing at best. Now, the embarrassing part for me is it took me about 3 years to actually come up with a decent retort for that. And I admit it, I read it off a bumper sticker. So it's my favorite bumper sticker. I shall share it with you. It said, never judge a book by its movie. Now, a few years ago, we saw my daughter's favorite bumper sticker. I think you'll like this one too, because after all, you came to my show. It said, yuck it up, Neptune, you're next. Oh, you are so my people. Favorite t-shirt, I saw it at a Renaissance Festival, of course, but I also saw it the other night in an old episode of, what was it? It was The Flash. Right?
Oh, yes.
All right. It said, haikus are easy. Sometimes they do not make sense. Refrigerator. And I have an entire audience that knows what a haiku is. Yeah. Moving on. We don't do A Midsummer Night's Dream. Puck the Fairy. We don't do Treasure Island. Fighting Buccaneers. And that makes Pirate Weekend at Renaissance Festival just about impossible. On a personal note, I am no longer allowed to dine at Fuddruckers. You will never again look at a Ford truck with a straight face. Don't sing Yankee Doodle. My favorite part about this particular line is I'm watching this entire audience do this. Yankee Doodle, no. Hiding on a run. Oh! These scootsy shores. Next time you change your linens, beware the fitted sheet. If your last name is Pitt, don't name your kid Shiloh. Yeah, I have to write Brad and Angelina a thank you note for that one. And last but not least, here comes the quiz. So for this one, everybody works alone, all right? All right, we all agree we will not tell our neighbors. Yes, yes. Or our children. And when you figure this out, and I've got faith in you, you're going to figure it out. And when you figure this out, don't shout out the answer. And besides, I already know. So here we go. This is a test. Avoid, if you can, a tale of two cities. Go. Okay, it sounds like an ad for a plastic surgeon. A Britney Spears concert. Dolly Parton's autobiography. I know, you know. I hope you know. A Super Bowl halftime show. Don't tell her, don't tell her. It's only half, all right. A sale of two look straight down. You're carrying your own visual aids. They're right there in 3D. That was a bad choice. So I'm backing way up here. So Jomeo and Julie, there they are, banding under Stalkany. Tell me you figured it out. Oh, good. Jomeo and Juliet, there they are, banding under Stalkany, carrying a Shender Tiss, mooning in the standlight, risking frostbite. When their pips linely farted, Ransom Hollyoak found himself in a pit of fashion. Kmart. He lowered his swoosh up at the Stoon, the Mars, the Bevan's Huff, and Jeff Fouliot. She was a cart smoky. Oh yes, she knew that bean-age toys have pickled farts. So she says, ne'er swam on the moon, that incontinent moon, lest thy thought should prove incontinent as well. Depends. Well, it gets a big laugh in Florida. She says, Nutgite, starting as such Pete Swallow, and he bumped off her jalcony, and he went hunting round, and the deck's nay through Fubter's huge. I went to college. Kids, don't let this happen to you. One word, plastics. Oh, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Through Fubter's huge, they went to the secret savers of Lyre Florence. Lyre Florence, of course, is the Brown Tease, the Mokalolihan, Village Finister, Perch Chester, Pustus of the Tease. He's a clown of the moth. He's a moistured clunk. I'm out of synonyms. He says the bottom sows, they hot gits, they are moly nets, wound in bowly headlock. I know, after only dumb weight. I mean, really, they've nearly boned each other. Well, that's cheaper. Romeo says, oh, this fitter mute twixt the